Hey, what's up? We're going to do good old 4.1b3 PBA 57. This is prime factorization. We just have to write the prime factorization of these numbers, and they give you a lot of space here. It's really nice. So this would be 4 times 7. We break this down into a string of primes, and 4 can be broken down into 2 times 2. 7 is prime, so we just bring it down. Gather up those bases. We can actually call that 2 squared times 7. And we just look over here and we find that 2 squared times 7 is t. So then we go down to number 1 and we put a t in it down at the bottom of the page. And most kids like to cross those off. So 45 is going to be 5 times 9. 5 is prime. 9 is not. We can break that down into 3 times 3. They're all primes now, so we can gather them up. 3 squared times 5, and we can cross that bad boy off. 3 squared times 5, and for number 2, we can put down an A. All right, 88. Well, 8 times 11, you could have done, 22 times 4 or 44 times 2. I always try to choose two numbers that are closest together, the two factors that are closest together, because it makes the fewest lines when you are doing prime factorization. So this one could be 2 times 2, and it's all right, 2 times 4. I was thinking about how I'm going to teach you this. And this one here, 4 can be broken down into 2 times 2. So this is another way of doing prime factorization. You just stop when you have a prime number. And so you can see that this is 2 to the third times 11. This is not really my choice of the way to do that. I'm going to do my way over here on the side again. I just like going straight down when I have 88. I just like breaking that down into 8 times 11. Break this down into 2 times 2. It's all right. I'm trying to jump a step here. 2 times 4 times 11. And break this down into, run on space here, 2 times 2 times 2 times 11. And this is 2 to the third times 11. I really like this method because each line of it represents 88. This is 88, that's 88, this is 88, and of course the answer is 88. So you can do it however you want. My fear is that I'm going to forget to circle something here or forget to do something. A lot of people do it. A lot of people especially use it in this method here. So I'll do 100 twice here. I can do 170 my way, and I'll do this one their way. So 100, they'll go 2 times 50. They'll circle the 2 because that's prime. And they'll do, this would be 2 times 25. And they'll circle the 2 because that's prime. And then they'll break this down into 5 times 5. And they'll circle that. And those are all prime. So this is 2 squared times 5 squared, which makes sense. That's 4 times 25. Okay, 170, we'll go back to doing it my way. 17 times 10, right? 17 is prime, so just keep that. 10 I can break down into 2 times 5. And those are all primes. 2 times 5 times 17. In order, right there. Okay, this one here, 9 times 9, break it down. 3 times 3, break it down. There we go. This one's 3 to the 4th. And I'll let you work through the rest of those. These ones here, a little more complicated down the bottom. Let's take a look at a couple of them. We need to write the product of these. Well, you can use a calculator. I can probably do some of this stuff in my head. 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. 8 times 3 is 24 times x. Well, that's just going to be 24x. This one here would be 2 times 25, so that would be 50. And then you got x times x, which is 50x squared. So where's 50x squared? Okay. We've got some negative numbers in here. That's why this is kind of a challenge or enrichment sheet. Let's try one of those. So we have 2 times 2, which is 4. 4 times 11 is 44. So we got 44, then we have x times x times x. So that's x cubed y. But we still have this negative 1 out there. So when you multiply anything by a negative number, you have a negative 44x y, or x cubed y. Remember, multiplying and dividing by negative numbers is really easy. If there's a negative number, or if there's an even number of negative symbols, it's going to be positive. If it's an odd number, it's going to be negative. This one, there's only one of them. That's an odd number, so that one is going to be negative. This one here is also going to be negative. There's only one negative symbol, so it's got to be a negative one. So let's see if we have 44x cubed y. Here we go, right over here. And you can plug those answers in. They're pretty straight up. What are we doing over here? Over here, same thing. We're just circling what we've got. So this is going to be 2 times 25, which is 2 times 25 is going to be 50, and then you're going to have a squared. So you just find 50a squared and connect it. There's your answer to your problem. Okay, again, you can use a calculator on these too. I'm just strong with the mental math.
Strong be the Jedi. Popular be the Jedi. Lots of messages.
See ya.